France is gearing up for a general election that will shake up Europe and see a major transfer of power if Emmanuel Macron fails to achieve re-election. But there's one candidate Boris Johnson is desperately hoping to avoid. Sources say, in April 2022, the electorate of France will head to the polls to elect a new president. Jostling for the position has already begun, with Marine Le Pen already throwing her hat in the ring to try to dethrone Emmanuel Macron. But there is one candidate who is said to be particularly worrying for Boris Johnson, Michel Barnier, the Republicans' candidate for the presidency. Hasn't been decided yet, but speculation is growing that Mr. Barnier could pose the greatest threat to Emmanuel Macron. Brexit watchers will remember Michel Barnier as the EU's chief negotiator in pre-COVID times, when getting a Brexit deal dominated headlines and a pandemic wasn't on anyone's radar. He was the face of an increasingly frustrated EU as negotiations dragged on, remaining steadfast in his red lines, and is largely responsible for the Brexit deal we have today. 3 years ago, Mr. Barnier said of the potential for an undesirable deal, "I see the temptation of a blame game by which the European Union is responsible for the negative consequences of Brexit, but that will not sway us. That will not sway me." This firm hand and unshakable loyalty to the bloc is, according to some sources, precisely the reason the UK will not want him leading France. Writing for The Independent, former Europe Minister Denis McShane said, "The ruling English are waking up to their worst nightmare." He added, "With Angela Merkel gone, the champion of Europe internationally is Emmanuel Macron, much to the fury of the London political elites who are desperate to prove Brexit a success model for other European nations. Now they fear that even if Macron is defeated, his replacement will be the most committed European in French politics over 4 decades, Michel Barnier."